Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And you are new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comments. Thank you all for watching. Till I will see you in my next videos.
Tuesday. Question: around what time? Answer: in the morning. Let's not forget, Darosha says, and I quote, allegedly, he called them all through Monday. Nobody picked up his call. Not until Tuesday morning, 11:30 a.m., he was called that nurse administered medication on Mohbad. Mohbad was convulsing, and he said, take Mohbad to the nearest hospital. It wasn't long. They called him. Mohbad have died. Make it make sense. It wasn't long. We would analyze it. We are going to hit there now. Now, Adura just stated, according to him, allegedly, according to the citizen, he saw Mohbad last around 12 noon. He never saw Mohbad. He was asked, did you see him in the afternoon or night of that Monday? He said he never saw Mohbad. I did not see him after then, after 12. And he says, question was this: after that 12 p.m. on Monday, you never saw him again until when? He said Tuesday. Going on. Around what time? Question. Answer: in the morning. Question. It simply means that the allegation that you said there was an argument in the afternoon, it means that the allegation again that both of them had a fight in the night, that is not true. That they had a serious fight in the night. Answer: they were discussing about something. How can you hear discussion if the voice is not loud? Make it make sense, Adura. Make it make sense. Two people, a couple, they are discussing. How would you be able to hear if the voice is not loud, if they are not arguing? They are discussing. How did you hear that they were discussing about something if their voice is not loud? Going forward, let me go ahead. Question. I did not ask you about discussion. You saw him shortly when you went into your room. I am saying that the allegation that in the night, what you heard in the morning was argument between husband and wife. And in the night, there was an allegation that there was a fight between husband and wife. Were you privy to that information? Answer: I did not know about that. They did not fight. Question. Around what time did you see him on Tuesday? Answer: in the morning. Question. Around what time? If you don't have an idea, don't worry. When you saw him on Tuesday, how was he feeling? He was feeling okay somehow. Question. Did you bother to check that hand, whether the blood was still dripping? Answer: there was no bleeding again. Question. Did he complain anything to you regarding his health? Answer: no. Question. What now led to the nurse being invited for treatment if he said he was already feeling okay on Tuesday? Now make it make sense. Adura answers: they had called the nurse since Monday. Question. They had called the nurse on Monday, but she did not come until Tuesday. Who called the nurse? DJ Bami. Question. Sultan was with you on Monday? Answer: yes. DJ Bami called the nurse. Okay? I don't know why DJ Bami has not come for inquest. Going forward, because he's really featuring in a lot of shenanigans here. Going forward, Sultan was with you on Monday? Answer: yes. Question. Did he call? Question. And he called the nurse on Monday? Answer: yes. Question. And the nurse came on Tuesday? Answer: yes. Question. Okay, Bami has appeared. Okay, thank you very much, Vice Lady. Thanks. Okay. Around what time did the nurse come? Around what time did the nurse come? In the afternoon. Question. And Mohbad complained to the nurse how he was feeling? Answer: we told the nurse what happened already. So when she came, she went upstairs. They were the ones that told the nurse. Mohbad never told the nurse how he was feeling. Make it make sense. Someone alive cannot tell the nurse how he's feeling, the part that is paining him when he's not a baby. Make it make sense. Why are you the ones telling the nurse how Mohbad is feeling? Now let me read it again. Sorry, please. Let me read it again. Around what time did the nurse come? In the afternoon. And Mohbad complained to the nurse how he was feeling. Answer: we had told the nurse what happened already. So when she came, she went upstairs. Question: she went upstairs and began to administer the medication, and it was after the injection he started vomiting. Answer: yes. Question: at that point, did you remember to call any of the relatives, probably the father or the mother? Answer: no. Question: so what now happened when he started vomiting? Answer: he was just rolling on the floor and he was vomiting. Question: and from there, you guys took him to the hospital? Answer: yes. Question: and it was when you took him to the hospital that they said he was brought in dead? Answer: yes. Question: and you went to 2 hospitals? Answer: yes. Those hospitals rejected him? Answer: yes. They said he was dead. After that, question: and after that, you took him to the house and you did not file a complaint at the police station, and you did not take him, and you did not take his body to the mortuary? Answer: no. Question: when you brought the body to the house, you got salt? Answer: yes. Question: the salt, who brought that idea? Answer: Darosha. Question: what was that salt meant to do? The salt you placed on him? Answer: I do not know. Question: you had no idea? Answer: yes. Question: in all of this, where was the wife? Answer: she was outside. Question: and she was also aware of this drama going on? That's the drama of putting salt. Answer: yes. The drama of taking him to the house and not the morgue. The drama of putting the salt. Darosha placing salt, you going to get the salt? Answer: yes. In summary, I'm just saying, allegedly. Going forward, did Darosha tell you that? Did Darosha tell you what that salt was meant to do? Answer: I think he said if they put the salt on him, he would not get stiff quickly. When does stiffness take place? We would analyze it. That was question. That was the initiative of Darosha. Answer: yes. Question: at what point did you tell your dad? Since Sunday, Monday? Answer: on Tuesday. Darosha called dad. To those who say Baba Mohbad is away on Monday, make it make sense, or make yourself have sense, or you can never have sense again. Back again to that question. At what point did you tell your dad? Since Sunday, Monday. Since Sunday or Monday? Answer: on Tuesday. Darosha called dad. Question: not even you? Answer: no, my phone was not with me. Please, who was with his phone? Who should he have? Why did he call his father? Question: do you have your dad's number? Answer: yes. Question: you know it offhand? Answer: yes. Question: it was Darosha that called your dad? Answer: yes. When you placed the salt on him, let's go back to the Canadian visa. Mohbad processed visa for himself and his son, and he did not process for his wife. Answer: I don't know if he did for his wife. I do not know. Question: you are not aware? Answer: I am not aware. Question: how do you get to know that he processed the visa for himself? I heard. From who? Answer: from him. So Mohbad told him about the visa processing. Question: from him or his wife? Answer: from him. Question: you got that information from his wife? Answer: from him again. Question: so he called you and told you that, my brother, I am migrating to Canada? Answer: he did not tell me. Question: how did you get to know? Answer: I heard him talking about it. Question: who were those people? Then the court, interjected, I guess. The court: we are here to find out the cause of death. Their personal life is of no relevance here. What we want to establish is who, how, when, and what led to his death. Let's restrict our questions and not waste the time of the court. Now, Mr. David Fadile continues. The court is meant to unravel the mystery surrounding the death of this artist, and if there is any allegation. The court: by who? Mr. Fadile answers: I am briefed by the father. The court: when he was here, he testified he was in the box, and even on his written statement on oath, there was nothing about Canadian there, and you are restricted to what was said before the court. You cannot bring in things that was not told. In this court, we are fact finders, and if after that it goes beyond here, after the result comes out and there is a need, it goes to the higher court. It goes to the higher court, and that is where you can say all this. Here, we have been able to establish who died. How is what we are how is what we are after now? Mr. David Fadile answers: that is what we are after now. The court again: for me, he has corroborated evidence. He has corroborated evidence of what they have all said. The issue of Canadian is personally between them and the family. So many things can come up. What exactly led to his death? If he has said that, if physical fight could be the reason why the wife punched him, that is affecting that. Everybody has arguments. Let's not dwell too much on that, on the Canadian visa. Mr. David Fadile, I want him to confirm that statement that they were saying, I have my reasons. The court: he said Mohbad said it. Answer: no, I said I heard Mohbad say it. The court: he said Mohbad said it, and you asked him, did he call you to tell you? And he said while he was talking about it. Mr. Fadile: with who? The court: you can be privy to an information. Mr. Fadile responds again: I don't have any further questions for him, but before I take my seat, I have discussed with my learned friends in respect to the pathologist, with the state council, and I got information that the pathologist is not in Nigeria. And the second application I will make before this court is if it is possible that we will clear certain allegations, if it is possible. If it is they even said the pathologist is not in Nigeria. Anyway, if it is possible that we examine the physical body of the deceased person, apart from the autopsy, I want this court to make a pronouncement on behalf of the family. The court: have you gone to where the body is and you did not see the body there? Question in bracket: Mr. Fadile, the situation at hand is that after the autopsy, the court: I have asked you a question. Have you gone there and they have refused you access? Mr. Fadile: we have not gone there. The court: thank you. There is no results yet, and the court cannot make any pronouncement until I get that. Sorry. Mr. Fadile: parties can go there to examine. The court: that is not what the court has said. If your body is somewhere, you can go and confirm if it is still there. That is for the family. I would not be able to make that pronouncement. The court: this matter is a worldwide issue. It is far beyond what we are saying. So it is far beyond what we are saying here, and everybody has to take extra care. So there might be restrictions from the regular matters because they do not want anybody to say or misquote. There might be extra cautions. Extra caution, sorry. It depends on where it is until they may be able to hit the nail on the head. We all have to keep our hands and pray. That's part of the reason I said we should fast track the process. I traveled for my annual retreat and I came back on Tuesday to hear the matter on Wednesday. Unfortunately, there was NLC strike. Mr. Fadile, I heard my lord was on ground that very Tuesday. The court, the judiciary, we are ready. It depends on you. Do not allow us to preempt the mind of the courts by giving different suggestions. Mr. Fadile, with the help of the police, the state, and the family, we will do that. I am most grateful. Mr. Akinde, my lord, the aspect of wanting to see the body will be cleared when the postmortem report is available, because the description of his body on presentation will be there. Once the pathologist informs us that the postmortem is available, we will take the original copy and give to my lord. Then we will run copies and do the CTC of it and circulate to the parties. That is one of our roles in the inquest. And when you have it, you can get the medical practitioner to help you break down what is there, and the description of the body will be clear. The body is also presented to them, and is also presented to them, and it is still there. We are grateful, and the pictures on the arrival and all the pictures on the body, you can have it if you really want to see it. The court, blah blah blah. The court, and that was why I asked him, have they been there or taken the steps? On the contrary, he said. Cross-examination by OSA Aromolaron. Adura, do you know the reason why you're here? Yes. Question. If you know the reason, do you know the reason to the extent that you are to assist the court to unravel the cause of death of your brother? Do you know to that extent? Answer. Yes. Question. Then you equally know that you are not obligatory to anybody here other than my lord. Answer. Yes. Question. So any question that is put to you, answer is to assist the court. Answer. Okay. Question. We have established that you know your brother very well. Is that true? Answer. Yes. Question. I will be correct to say that you were born by the same father and mother. Answer. Yes. Question. That's why you guys are close. Answer. Yes. Question. What is your position in your family? Answer. Third born. Question. There is someone between you and your late brother. Answer. My sister is the firstborn. Question. Speak out to the cause. Speak out so that the court can hear you. Answer. Third born. Question. There is somebody between you. Answer. No. Question. Who is the second born? Answer. Mohbad. So there is a big sister. Answer. Yes. The closeness between you and your brother is to the extent that if your brother is having issues, he can confide in you and mention it to you. Answer. Not every time. Question. You were never his confidant. You were never his confidant, whether before he married or after he married. Answer. No. Question. You were not really close. Answer. We were not really close. Question. Maybe because of the closeness, some of the questions that have been put to you, that is why you could not answer them. Answer. Yes. Question. Let's go back to the event on 10th of September. You mentioned that you were not present when Mohbad and his friend Prime Boy were having arguments. You were not present. Answer. Yes. Question. So whatever is the reason for the argument, you do not know except you were told. Answer. Yes. Except he was told. Answer. Yes. When they had a fight, as you are told, he sustained injury around this part of his hand. From the information you gathered, how is it that from the information you gathered, somebody hits the car with his fist and got injured around the elbow? How did it happen? Answer. What I heard is that they fought and Mohbad hit the glass. He wanted to hit Prime Boy. Question. Please, a minute, please. I want to get Sorry. Please tap. Sorry, I need to go get fluid. I needed to drink water. Sorry, I've been talking for a while. I need water. Meadow, they talk like radio without battery. Meadow, they talk like solar energy. Even solar self, they keep quiet, collect battery. So may I drink water? Thank you very much. So going forward, when they had a fight, as you're told, he sustained injury around this part of his hand. From the information you gathered, how is it that from the information you gathered, somebody hit the car with his fist and got injured around the elbow? How did it happen? Answer. What I heard is that they fought and Mohbad hit the glass. He wanted to eat Prime Boy. So he wanted to eat Prime Boy. Sorry for the movement, sorry. I'm back. So he wanted to eat Prime Boy. Question. If he used his boxing area to eat the screen, how come the wound entered the elbow? Answer. When he hit the glass, his hand entered. I beg my love. Oh God. Going forward. When he hit the glass, his hand entered. Question. His hand entered the screen. What about his fist? Sorry. If his hand entered the screen, what about the wrist? Any cut? Answer. No. No cut on the wrist, no cut on the fist, only the forearm. Okay now. Question. It was just the elbow. Answer. Yes. Question. You saw it or you were told? Answer. The elbow, I saw it. Question. Aside from his wrist to the elbow, did you see it? He showed it to you that that was the only place, no other part of his hand? Answer. Yes. It was only that cut? Answer. Yes. Question. Can you mention to the court whether there was any point in time he hit the windscreen and it was that windscreen alone that he had contact with? Yes. The court. Windscreen, is it the front screen or the side of the door? The glass of the door. Answer. Not the door. Prado has a small glass. Question. In brackets by OSA Aromolari. The glass Aromolari. The glass that he used his hand to eat, was it in the door or at the front of the car? Answer. Door. Question. In eating the glass of the door from the side, was there any metal object around that glass that could have cut his hand? Answer. I'm not sure. Question. Up to the point that they were living in Ikorodu for Lekki, where was he? From the moment he finished the fight with his friend, where was he? Answer. It was in the Prado. Question. Was there any time between Ikorodu and Lekki that he parked the car and went somewhere else? Because you said earlier that you left on Sunday and got home on Monday. From Ikorodu to Lekki, there was no hold up. Answer. No. Question. Did you branch at any place? Answer. No. Question. So it was just from Ikorodu to Lekki? Answer. Yes. Question. Like how many hours did you spend on the road? Answer. Like 2 hours. He said they spent 2 hours from Ikorodu to Lekki. 2 hours. So, okay, like 2 hours. Let me ask you, like how many hours did you spend on the road? Answer. Like 2 hours. Question. You mentioned that he performed around 9 and he performed barely for 1 hour. Answer. Yes. Question. Around the period, okay, so it will be around 12 a.m. they got to the house. It's kidding. We work with time, we need to work with time. So the show, they got there, it was around 9, Mo performed. 9 p.m. he performed, and he did for about 1 hour. Okay, for about 1 hour. Let's continue. Around the period, question. Around the period you were still waiting for you. Around the period you were still waiting for you to take off. How many hours between the time he finished the show and when you moved out of town hall and proceeded to Lekki? Like, how many minutes did you spend? Answer: I have no idea. Question. I'll be correct to say immediately after you got to Lekki, you all went to your different rooms to sleep, or was there still any activity on that day? Answer: we did not do anything. Question. You all went to your different rooms to sleep? Answer: not in bracket, not head up and down. So that's like yes. Question. Between the morning of Monday and by the time you called the nurse, was there any sign given by Mohbad suggesting that he really needed to go to the hospital? Was there anything suggesting that if he doesn't go to the hospital, it may lead to death? Answer: no. In bracket, shakes head side to side. No. He still did gestures. No. Moving forward. Question. From the moment you went to the room to give him his phone till you cook Indomie, was there anything around him suggesting that you see where these people gawked? This Indomie question. Sure, he said he cooked Indomie on Tuesday or on Monday. From the moment you went to the room to give him his phone, okay, maybe they are talking of Tuesday, he said he gave him phone on Monday now. So it's on Monday he gave him Mohbad phone. So it's on Monday he cooked noodles. I bet me I laugh again. God, let me read it again. Let me read this particular question. This question is very, 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 is very dicey. Very dicey. Let me read it for you guys. From the moment you went to the room to give him his phone till you cook Indomie, was there anything around him suggesting that if my brother does not seek medical attention, he is suffering from something? Answer: no. Nothing like that. Answer: no. In your written deposition before the court, you narrated 2 different incidents. You mentioned about when they came to arrest Zinoleski. We are talking about the reason he needed medical attention. All the activities between that Monday till when the nurse arrived, there was nothing going on around him. Answer: no. Court. Is your brother, the court now, is your brother taking any other form of medication? Do you know your brother to take any other thing? Does he smoke? Answer: no, he doesn't smoke. He said Indomie on Tuesday, but they asked him this question for Monday. If you remember, he said he took phone to go and give his brother on Monday. So that Indomie he cooked on Monday. That's why I said it's a dicey question. Let's go on. Oh God, oh. Now going forward. Yeah, okay, so the question, he said no, he doesn't smoke. The court, does he have a daily drug that he is taking? Answer: yes, he has a drug. The court, what drug is that? What is it for? What does he take it for? Answer: I do not know what it is for. SOS drugs. Hey. So Mo takes drugs. He doesn't know what it is for. Mo takes SOS drugs. Save our soul drugs. Which one be say? Hey, let me ask the court. What drug is that? Because he answered that. Okay, let me go back. The court, does he have a daily drug that he is taking? Answer, yes, he has a drug. Question, the court, what drug is that? What is it for? What does he take it for? Answer, I do not know what it is for. SOS, drug. Going forward, the court, please, let's tap. I beg you in God's name, please, men and no vex. Now, wow, the likes never even passed 20k, and we've been here for over many hours. Please, Eba me tap. I'm begging you. Madelewa Kinye Etreshe. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, God bless you. So, going forward, the court. What is the meaning of that? Answer, I don't know what the drug works for. Question, Aromolaron now. The SOS drugs that he takes, was it prescribed by a doctor or he takes it by himself? Answer, I think it was the doctor. Question, are you sure? Answer, I am not sure. Question, but you saw him using it. For how long was he using it? When did he start? Answer, it's been a while. I can't say when. Last year or last 3 years. Question, let's take the two events you mentioned in your written deposition. You narrated an incident that NDLEA officers visited the house and arrested Zinoleski, and your brother ran after them and saw that he was coming after them, and they packed and took him too. You said when they got there, they gave him one substance. Answer, yes. Question, was he the only one they gave the substance and not Zinoleski that was arrested? Answer, he was the only one. Question, from the account before the court, that incident you mentioned happened sometime February last year. Answer, yes. Question, that's 2022 February. Question, the substance the NDLEA officers give him, according to you, was there any time you came back home and he was vomiting like he vomited on the 12th of September? Answer, no. Question, you mentioned that it was Janrupa. The Janrupa, did it happen to him when he came back from the NDLEA custody? Answer, no. Mr. Vengeance, I beg you in the name of the Father and of the Spirit and of the Holy Spirit. Mr. Vengeance, I beg. Let me continue reading. When he came back from NDLEA, according to you, was there any time you called a nurse to come and take care of him and give him any medication? Answer, yes, a nurse came. Question, a nurse came to treat him similarly, exactly the way a nurse came to treat him on the day he died? Answer, yes. You know, I asked you a question and I said, who suggested the invitation? Big shame. You know, I asked you a question and I asked you a question and I said, who suggested the invitation? What suggested the invitation for that period too? Answer, it was the wife that called the nurse. That was his personal nurse. It was the wife that called the nurse. That was his personal nurse. They will meet their Waterloo now very soon. They never know what's in the dig. Oh, it's him. Let me continue. Answer. You know, I asked you a question. Okay, he has answered. Okay, it was personal. Cut. I think he did not get your question well. Ask him question again. That after the episode of the NDLEA, was there a reason to call the nurse to come and treat him after he got the substance? So, Aromolaro, questions. You get your question. I am not asking whether the wife called the nurse. My question is, what was his activities that suggested that you needed a nurse? You mentioned the other time that he was Janrupa and he was vomiting. What happened to him when he returned that made you invite the nurse to take care of him? What happened to him when he returned that made you invite the nurse to take care of him? Answer: because the water he drank and his eyes was red, very red. Question: and that was the reason for the invitation of the nurse at that time? Answer: yes. Question: Mohbad was hale and hearty. Mohbad was hale and hearty up to the afternoon of September 12th. Yes or no? Answer: yes. So there was nothing other than the wound? Answer: yes. Question: were you there when the decision to invite the nurse was taken, or you just saw a nurse coming in? Answer: I was there when they wanted to call the nurse. Question: what informed the decision of calling a nurse? Because you said it was hale and hearty. Answer: so that in order to treat the wound, you can't leave the wound like that. Question: when the nurse arrived, did she take steps to treat that wound? Answer: yes. Were you there when she was treating it? Answer: I was not there, but I know the nurse treated him. Question: was the wound treated? When she came, did she treat the wound? Answer: no. She just said he would need tetanus injection. She did not dress the wound. He did not dress the wound, though. Sorry, let me treat your question. Sorry. Baba antagonists would all meet their Waterloo soon. Yeah, Waterloo soon. Yes, amen. Madam Oluwadan Rasimi. But wait, if Mohbad was fine, so he can't call doctor if he was fine, as they say. That's what we are asking. They will cry blood. Now them go, they feed the man and his family, so make them no work again. Abio, the people that are feeding Baba, make them no do work again. One need woman, one mother. Is it not so Adika, is it not the time Mohbad was shouting in hospital? No, the time Mohbad was shouting in the hospital, that was like last 2 years. That's the one that they were talking about, whether NDLEA something, that he was screaming that they gave him drink. But this question that they are talking about is the one that they treated in the house. Why would a nurse clean the wound? I wonder. Nurse is only giving tetanus, not dressing wound. Make it make sense. No matter how a nurse is a quack, an auxiliary nurse, they have knowledge. They have good knowledge. So make it make sense is what I'm saying. You cannot tell me that person is a nurse anymore. Either quack, auxiliary, or not. The person is an accomplice to whatever happened to Mohbad. Is it that she killed with intent? It's either. And make it make sense why she's free itself, or why she's not rearrested. I think after they bring, anyway, maybe because of the autopsy and toxicology result that they brought out, which is not referring to anybody, but yet there's a pie. I'm saying, is it them that we feed Baba when they don't want him to work or do anything? They not feed them now. Baba has to work and get money. How would they not come and give injection straight? Without asking. Anyway, we'll treat it now. Question: who tested Mohbad and arrived at the point that he would need tetanus? Answer: I think it was the nurse. Question: what step did she take before discovering that he needed tetanus? Answer: I do not know. That's why we want her at the inquest. Let her come and tell us. Question: but you heard her say, I want to treat you of tetanus. So treatment of tetanus. Tell the court how she made step by step, what she did in the treatment of the tetanus. Answer: I was not there when she was treating him. Question: you were not there. She was passing syringe on the body, whether on the elbow, wrist, bum. You were not there. Answer: shakes head, side to side. That's no. Question: you have said before, my lord, that you were cooking in the kitchen. Who was with you? Answer: Bami and CY. So Bami and CY were with him in the kitchen. Question: CY is Mohbad's wife. Answer: yes. Question: what were you cooking at that time? Answer: fried rice. I want if only rice is Question: before he died, did he eat out of that fried rice? Answer: no. So Mohbad no chop rice. Koto shalaisin. Show dabai. Question: when you were cooking fried rice in the kitchen, the nurse was treating Mohbad upstairs. Answer: yes, and the wife was going upstairs and coming downstairs. Question: at what point did it become critical that all of you had to go upstairs to go and meet him? Answer: CY shouted and called us that she does not know what is happening to Mohbad and he is on the floor. Question: you have no correct question, you have to correct yourself. Jarupa in Yoruba language means you are sleeping and speaking from your sleep. It is better you use a better language that he was rolling. Question: is that what happened? Answer: yes, that is what happened. Question: if he was in pain rolling on the floor, is it possible that at that time that he was not saying anything? What was he complaining about? Answer: he was not saying anything. Take a look at this. Try and understand something. All through Monday, Adura never heard anything from Mohbad till Tuesday. Mohbad never spoke to the nurse about his pain. Adura says, and I quote, allegedly, they were the ones that told the nurse how Mohbad was feeling. Make it make sense. Now again, when Mohbad was rolling and vomiting or whatever, he still did not say anything Tuesday. But only Mohbad did the abebe when no fit talk. Let's go on. Question: he was just rolling on the floor, saying nothing. Answer: yes. Question: did anything suggest to you at that time that somebody I saw a few minutes ago, hale and hearty, and now that they are treating him of tetanus, he is now rolling on the floor? What came to your mind? Answer: I thought it too that it is not what was given to him that made him feel like that. So I ran downstairs to get a cab to get him to the hospital. Question: who were you saying that to? To yourself? Answer: yes, I was saying it to myself. Question: when you were in the vehicle conveying him to the hospital, did you ask question from the nurse sitting in that vehicle that what did she give to your brother, that your brother is in this state? Did you ask? If okay, let me take it again. When you were in the vehicle conveying him to the hospital, did you ask question from the nurse sitting in that vehicle that what did she give to your brother that your brother is in this state? Answer: I did not ask any question. Question: you just sat in the vehicle waiting to arrive at the hospital. Answer: yes. Question: the court. Sorry, I said question. Yes, the court. Witness, how old are you? Answer: 20 years. Aromolara. Question: at the time your brother was on your lap, on the laps of the three of you, while going to the hospital, at what point did the driver, struggling to come out of hold up, holding steering, was the one who came to you from the back and told you it was getting cold? Answer: it was as he was driving the car that he reached back to check him. Question: how close was the body to the front of his car that he was able to touch his hand? Answer: it was the middle of the seat. It was not far from the seat. Question: you mentioned to the court earlier that when you got to the first hospital, between the time you arrived at the first hospital and the time the doctor came to tell you your brother had passed on, it was up to 15 minutes. Within that 15 to 20 minutes, what did the doctor apply on him? Did they give him drip, injection, water? What did they do to him? Answer, I was not there. I did not see what was done to him, but they just came to say he was dead. Question, was there any possibility that when they took him, they still gave him some injections or drugs? Was anything suggesting that? Answer, no. Question, immediately after the doctor came out to tell you that he had died, where was the nurse? Answer, she was with us there. Question, when all of you could not ask any question, did the nurse go to the doctor to give an account of what she did? Answer, yes. Question, what answer did the doctor provide for the questions he raised to the nurse? Answer, I do not know. They went to discuss in another room. Question, and there was no time anybody came to give an account of the discussion? Answer, no. From then till now, you did not make inquiries to know what was the question and what was the answer provided? Answer, no. Question, when your father arrived at the point when he saw the corpse, he asked question about what caused the death. Did you make any explanation to him? Answer, I did not tell him anything at that time. I did not tell him anything at that time, and he did not ask me anything at that time. Question, so you, Adura, the brother of Mohbad, if the court is asking you, let's say the court arrives inside your apartment immediately after the death of your brother, and the court says, you as the immediate brother of Mohbad, what led to the cause of the death? From all you have said here today, is there anything you think the court does not know and you want the court to know, and you think if you say it will help the court to get to the root of the death of your brother? Answer, what I can say is that maybe Prime Boy, please take the word, maybe Prime Boy hit him with something. I have thought about it, excuse me, and that is the only thing I can think of. Question, so if the court arrives and they say, who is your brother? And you say he is your brother, and your brother is on the ground, who killed him? And you will say Prime Boy hits him with something. That is what you will say? The court, he said maybe Prime Boy. So they interjected the lawyer, that means, Aromolarom, you are no longer a boy, you are a man. Act as a representative of the family and say this to what killed your brother. Answer, the only thing I can say is that Prime Boy is my only suspect. Now they hear? Prime Boy is his only suspect. Prime Boy, you never know who to sue yet. Don't waste time, man. Adura is suing you based on hearsay. No, it's 5 petitions. If they talk to white court, what prove them? So that people can stand face to face, just the way that lawyer asked you. If you and the spending stood face to face at the station, better add Adura. Adura needs to be added. Going forward. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry. Sorry, not much in my mouth. No. I'm not asking you to tell the court that you are. I'm not asking you to tell the court who you are suspect. Leave the court to bring out who you are suspecting. Give the court an account of what killed your brother. Help me find who may be responsible. The court, while thinking in that your apartment, out of all of you living there, who is the oldest and how old? Answer, Mohbad was the oldest. Okay, the court, how old? Answer, 26. Aromolaram, the indomie you cooked for your brother, where did you buy it? Where did you get it? Answer, we had it at home before. Question, is there any possibility that you did not cook, you did not look at it, you just cut it and dropped it in the pot? Answer, no. Question, is there any possibility that rats might have eaten from it? Answer, no. Question, you were told that your brother took Panadol to relieve him of the pain he was going through. Answer, I don't know about that. Adura was not aware, make it make sense, of his brother taking Panadol. Not aware that Mo took Panadol for pain. Wow. Question, the nurse that took care of him and the nurse that took care of him, the antitetanus substance that you said she gave your brother, during that time or after that time, did you make, okay, I don't know what they wrote there, like they make, I'm not asking you to tell the court who you suspect. Okay, I think did you make attempts to see whether the particular drug used was prescribed anywhere other than the pharmacy store? Are you don't have information about that? Maybe they wanted to say, and you don't have information about that. Answer, shakes head side to side. That's no. Stop chewing, please. Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry. I'm not chewing well, but oh, okay, let me continue. Sorry. My lord, that will be all. Cross-examination by Ayale Wechi. You told this court that you have been with your brother for some time. How long? Answer, 3 years. Ayale Wechi. Question. After he was married, who was... I go block you. And I don't block you. The blind side. Question. After he was married, who was doing the cooking for your brother? Answer, his wife, and sometimes I cook also. Question. How many people were in the house the day your brother died? Mention them. Answer, OG, Bami, West, CY. See the question here. That question here is another critical question. But he says, how many people were in the house the day your brother died? In the house the day your brother died. Mention them. He answered, OG, CY, OG, Bami, West, and CY. Going forward. Question. That is about 5 persons, that's including him, I guess. Out of these people you have mentioned, how many of them have access to your kitchen? Answer, everybody. Bami vengeance. He said. Question. So everybody goes into your kitchen the way they like. You inform the court that the deceased, CY, and yourself ate from the noodles that you prepared. Did you eat from the same plates? Question. How would you describe the injury on the deceased hand? Was it swollen, minor, deep? Answer. It was not deep, just minor. Was it swollen? Question. Answer, yes. Question. You told the court that while you were at the back of the car, your brother was still breathing. Back of the car. Meaning while they were inside the car, Mohbad was still breathing. Answer, yes. Question. At what time did you personally confirm that the breathing had stopped? Answer. When we got down from the traffic and put him on the bike, the way he was sitting, he was not balanced, and that was when I detected that something had happened. You worry. Continue. This is where not be one sentence here, but we are analyzing the case. Allegedly, according to what you said, So he has stopped breathing at that time. Answer, yes. So you can confirm to this court that Adura was confirming that Mohbad was still alive when he was in the car. And they asked him a question. Who are those that were in the house when Mohbad died at home? See the lie. You lied that he was dead at home, and you still lied he was alive in the car. Now continue. So he had stopped breathing at that time? Answer, yes. Question, so you can confirm to this court that he had stopped breathing before he got to the hospital? Answer, yes. Let's not forget, they said it was B.I.D. Perez. Continue. Question, Adura. Okay, so this is cross-examination by David Nowoola. Question, Mr. Adura, please, at what point did maybe they wanted to write day. At what point did they issue between the deceased at what point, okay, Mr. Adura, please, at what point did the issue between the deceased and Prime Boy started? Answer, I don't know when it started. Question, please confirm, did you make the statement that is before this court? Answer, yes. Question, let me cast your mind back to paragraph 15 of the statement. It says before the show started, he had been having issues with Prime Boy from home, and after the show, the issue resulted to a fight. And did you make that statement? Answer, yes. Prime Boy Shongbo, so why did you tell the court that you don't know? Answer, I don't know. Question, is it safe to say that most of the statements you have made before the court, you do not know about it? Answer, it is what I know I have spoken about. Question, because based on your statement, I was going to ask further that what was the issue they were having from home? I did not make the statement. You made it. I'm going by your statement. That what issues were they having from home? Can you tell this court? You are assisting the court. You cannot tell the court something different from what you have written in your statement. Hey. You answer. They had a misunderstanding on what they had said to each other. Question, I want to ask again. How close were you to your brother? Answer, we were close, but not very close. Question, do you know he visits the hospital on a regular basis? Answer, he doesn't go to the hospital. Adura. And there are videos everywhere. Take me to the hospital. Take me to the hospital. Eh? Take me to the hospital. See why he's there. Not the hospital you mentioned. They still show why he go to dental thing. Here on the hospital. Eh? Ileke uni abi. Continue abi ilesho. Adura. At what point did you notice that he does not go to the hospital? And could there be any reason for that? Answer, I noticed that he doesn't go to the hospital from last year. So 2022, Mohbad stopped going to the hospital. Going forward, from your statement, you have alluded to the fact that the occurrence that happened at the NDLEA office, for you to have put it in your statement, you must have been trying to draw a nexus between the occurrence at the NDLEA and the death of your brother. Answer, yes. Question, this occurrence at the NDLEA, can you tell the cause when it happened? Answer, Agungi Oba Musa at Naira Marley's place. Question, when? Answer, last year, so that's 2022. Question, after it happened, did your brother tell you personally or recounted personally to you what transpired at the office of the NDLEA? Answer, he talked about the water he collected there. Question, for you to have mentioned it in your statements, it means it is very germane to the court. Did he tell you what transpired there? Answer, what he told me is that when he got there, they released him because he had a show the next day. They released him because he had a show the next day. Question. So he told you they gave him a substance to take? Answer, yes. Question. In your own judgment, after that occurrence, did you notice anything? Did his health degenerate afterwards? Answer, no. Question. That means he was fine on the event of the 10th September 2023. Answer, no. Something happened on the 25th June this year. Question. Tell the court what happened. Answer. A video shoot at Elegushi Beach. Question. That is not related to what I'm asking. After he came back from NDLEA office and told you what transpired around there, did you notice his health degenerated, or was he okay health-wise till the events that happened recently this year? Answer, he was fine. But I think he answered that question, right? Why would you say that's not what is related? It's related. You asked the question.